What's up, guys? So today we'll be discussing about Rishikesh in the month of February 2025, what you should be expecting in terms of weather, road condition, the places that you should be visiting, the adventure activities possible, and overall what you should be packing and the budget that you need to be having. So starting off with the weather, the daytime temperature in Rishikesh will range from anywhere between 18 degrees to 26 degrees, while the temperature after sunset will be anywhere between 6 degrees to 10 degrees depending on where you are. If you're camping by the banks of the river Ganga, the temperature will be much cooler because it's much windier and the water chill makes it a lot more colder. While if you're staying close to Tapavan or anywhere in mainland Rishikesh, it will be a little bit warmer. So now depending on your threshold for cold, you can pick your accommodation and decide where you want to stay. But keep in mind that carrying woolens is mandatory when you're traveling to Rishikesh in the month of February. Do not embark on your Rishikesh road trip without having good amount of woolens that will keep you warm. If you forget to carry your woolens or you undercarry your woolens, do not worry. There's a very good shopping market in Rishikesh where you can go around and buy the necessary woolen gear that you need to keep yourself warm. Now, when it comes to adventure activities, river rafting, hiking, bungee jumping, zip lining are a must-do activities in Rishikesh, with bungee and river rafting being the premier two activities that have to be done, which I would advise most people to be doing there. River rafting and bungee jumping itself would require an entire day. So if you're looking at doing both these activities, you will need, I would say, an entire day for just these two activities because it's time consuming. Another good activity that you can consider if you're someone who's looking for spiritual growth and looking to find inner peace is to enroll for yoga classes. There are plenty of yoga centers all over Rishikesh. A lot of hostels and even homestays offer yoga programs. You can check them out online. So if you're someone who's looking to seek something deeper, then yoga is something that you should definitely consider. Now when it comes to sightseeing, Lakshman Jula, Ram Jula are definitely a must visit. The Ganga Aarti at Triveni Ghat is by default a spectacle that you should be there for. Now keep in mind that when you are in Rishikesh, the Beatles ashram is a place that you should definitely be visiting. The best way to go around Rishikesh and to experience Rishikesh is a combination of taking shared rickshaws which go from point to point and then walking out between the places from where they drop you to where you can get the next rickshaw. If you're someone who prefers private transport, remember taxis are available in Rishikesh, but it's very difficult to get a taxi to take you everywhere because most places in Rishikesh, the taxi will take you to a place and then it's pretty difficult to go because of the traffic jams and parking congestion that's always there in Rishikesh. The next best option is to hire a scooter for the day and ride around Rishikesh. Just keep in mind that you have a helmet and you're riding with caution because it's hectic traffic, and when there is no traffic, people are speeding in Rishikesh. Now when it comes to the things that you need to be packing, like I mentioned earlier, woolens, a good pair of shoes. You keep in mind that you need your sunglasses. Along with this, you need your lip gel because by default it's going to be dry weather and you do not want your lips to crack and bleed. Just remember that when you're traveling to Rishikesh in February, do not go without your sunglasses because when the sun is out, it's extremely hot and it's harsh sun rays which can really lead to sunburns and definite tanning, I would say. Now when it comes to accommodation in Rishikesh, the weekends are when it's very costly, while the midweek is when the price drops. So if you're someone who's on a budget and looking to explore Rishikesh on a budget, then going on the weekday, that is from Monday to Thursday, is ideal. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when the place gets really crowded and the accommodation costing goes up by 2-3 times what it is regularly. So for example, if you're getting a room on Monday for 800 rupees, the same room on the weekend will cost you around 2500, and that's how it operates in Rishikesh. Now keep in mind that the budget for Rishikesh for a trip depends entirely on the number of days that you want to travel. Ideally, a minimum of 3 nights is required to explore and experience Rishikesh. The longer you stay, the more you will be able to absorb and soak in the place. My personal recommendation is to stay as long as you can so that you can get a real vibe of what Rishikesh has to offer. Camping is good for people who come in a group, but if you're someone who's traveling solo, then I would personally recommend staying in a homestay because that's where you'll actually get a better experience and you'll get a better deal when it comes to staying longer. And these campsites are mostly away from the mainland, so for you to get any kind of provisions if you're staying long will be hard because you'll have to keep climbing up and down, and that's going to be really problematic. Now, overall, the budget that you would need per day, I would say, for a budget traveler would be anywhere between 2 to 3,000. For someone who's looking to travel on a mid-range budget, your per person budget would be anywhere between 5 to 7,000, and luxury traveler would be anywhere between 10 to 12,000 per day. So this is how Rishikesh moves. Now, when it comes to food options are in plenty, but keep in mind that that Rishikesh is a holy town, so veg food is the only option when it comes to eating food in Rishikesh. But you have very good North Indian eating options in Rishikesh. The street food in Rishikesh is also very good. Just make sure that when you're having street food, you're having it from a vendor who has a lot of crowd, because someone who's crowded definitely has the taste and the hygiene along with it. Now, when it comes to Rishikesh travel in over the weekends, keep in mind that you book your accommodation well in advance. Do not haggle and try to bargain and wait for last minute bookings, because you'll end up without any accommodation for the night. Now, Rishikesh in February is better than Rishikesh in January and December for those who are on a budget, and also for those who do not like the cold, because it's slightly getting warmer. Now, this is all that we have to share with you for Rishikesh in the month of February. If you have any queries or you're interested in a trip, if you are interested in a trip to Rishikesh, you can click on the link in the description. If you have any queries, you can leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll be more than happy to help. So till our next video for Rishikesh, stay happy, stay safe, and stay blessed.